Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Destructive News Network news, no matter how destructive. And today, the Olympian Kim Glass, who had her face beaten by a homeless person in downtown Los Angeles, the liberal paradise, the perfect state. That's people on Twitter talk to me about being this paradise and how Texas is this terrible place that doesn't have energy and all this other just crazy nonsense that they're getting from MSNBC. Black woman, beautiful Olympian of ours, was almost killed, almost blinded, and she appeared on Fox News today, and it was pretty moving, man. And I got a little emotional. I ain't gonna lie, but let's take a look at some of the clips from this segment.
Heard a woman screaming, so I, get out of my truck.
He chased down the guy.
This guy attacked her, and I'm like, what guy? And so they point to the guy. He's getting away.
That was her face like the next day, and look at the damage to her eye. You could lose your eye with an injury like that.
Across the street, and I see blood everywhere. She's just dripping blood.
Of course.
That was Benson Parks. That was the
Sun person is the person that did this.
Man who chased down the attacker, speaking to Bill earlier this week, who nearly blinded our next guest, the attacker. She was walking in downtown Los Angeles when the suspect allegedly hit her in the face with a metal pole. He is identified. Kim, welcome. How are you feeling?
Hi, how are you? Man, I'm healing.
She looks a lot better. Her eye looks a lot. It looks off. She might have kind of a lazy eye, if this doesn't heal all the way, which is very unfortunate.
Emotions change every day. I'm always really grateful and happy that this didn't turn out as bad as it could have been. But, I'll be in the car with someone and someone will come up towards the car. I freak out sometimes. So every day is a little bit different. I'm still processing this all.
Yeah, Kim, we just want to remind viewers, this was in downtown Los Angeles. Daylight.
Right.
And out of nowhere, you get socked by a 10-inch bolt. And I just have to think, when you think back on that, there has to be something in your mind that's saying, why in the world did that happen? And when you ask yourself that, how do you answer it?
I sat with it. I was thinking about it in the ambulance as I was talking to my mom on FaceTime. And I was like, Mom, I don't know why this happened to me. And I was like, there's nothing I could have done to prevent it. I think sometimes we feel kind of immune when we're walking in the daytime, right? Regardless. And I think about what I could have done. And for me, I feel like I'm always alert, and there's nothing I could have done to prevent this. I know everyone's out there offering me self-defense classes, and how'd you let him get close to you? I'm like, he wasn't.
And what she's talking about is that there's so much, and also notice the Balenciaga shoe there. Love those Balenciagas. Very expensive though. Notice there's so much homelessness in LA, and the damaging stat with the homelessness there as opposed to other places is the sheltered versus unsheltered homelessness in LA. Unsheltered homeless. This means that homeless people that don't have a roof over their head. There's no shelter for them. There's no facilities for them to go to, like homeless shelters, homeless camps. 79%. Almost all of the homeless people in LA that you see, an overwhelming majority of those people do not have a place to go, a homeless shelter to go to get some relief from being exposed to the outdoors. And a lot of people believe is related to the fact that there's a lot of drug abuse, mental illness, where they can't be accommodated by facilities, homeless shelters, that there isn't a place for them. There's a lot of madness. Jail, they don't want them in jail. So when you have a person like this gentleman on the ground who's specifically attacking women, brutally attacking women, He gets arrested, goes through the process, and he gets released right back out onto the street to attack another woman. And this woman could be you, it could be your wife, it could be your girlfriend, it could be your sister. And the government knows that this is happening. And when I say government, I'm talking about LA County. I'm talking about LA, the municipality of LA. The people that are judges, are DAs, or assistant DAs that are getting paid lots of money, live a really nice lifestyle, live in a gated community, a protected community. They don't have to deal with the repercussions of their choices. You and I do.
Close, and I could have never predicted this happening. And as I've been home and thinking about this, I said, God, you chose me for a reason, you know, and the reason is, one, you know, I'm hard-headed, so you knew I was going to make it. And I think, and you know that I still have work to do here, and but also because he had other attackers, and there's been other victims around Los Angeles, and it keeps on happening, and everyone's paying attention to me because I'm an Olympian, right? But these other attackers haven't been, the other victims haven't been vindicated, right? Every time someone's...
She's so raw and just not used to this stuff. And I really like that about her.
...being let out on the street again and again, they're doing a disservice. And they're pretty much saying that these victims' traumas were in vain. And now, like, I'm hoping that this doesn't happen to anyone else again. And however I can help, I think that's what it's
a strong message.
Because of that, you're calling for change. What do you think could help crack down on attacks like this from happening?
Well, when I look at it, it's like, you know, I think that we all deserve the opportunities of freedom, you know, but not if you're a terror to society. And
amen.
This is
a repeat offender, terrorist, someone who's committing crimes that are meant to destroy the fabric of life in that place. They're brutally attacking easy targets in the middle of the day, destroying their lives, breaking their spirits. That is a terrorist. They need to be removed from society permanently.
This history has repeated itself with this, right? He was let out on probation and he attacked someone else, and that was a misdemeanor, right? But before that, he had already...
That's how they get their crime rate down. If you turn a rape into a sexual harassment into disorderly conduct, then they get to go and say, oh, well, we reduced crime. No, you actually didn't reduce crime. You just made charges go away.
Assault and battery 2 other people, and they were all women, right? And so what does it take, you know?
People
like,
waking up and voting.
We just keep dropping the ball, and we keep dropping the ball. You know, I look at it like this, like, I'm a professional, I was a professional athlete, right? I've been a part of teams all my life, right? And if I keep doing something wrong the entire time, I have to change something because it's not working for the team. You know, and if I'm not changing something, then I get taken out and someone else replaces me. And at this point, what's the answer? You know, because everything that we're doing.
The person that follows me now, who I call the light-skinned Black Panther on Twitter, these are the policies, sir. This is what I'm talking about. The constant excusal of failure, the constant excusal of violence against soft targets, against Black women, against Black children, against everyone. These are the policies that I talk about. These are the policies that are destroying Black families, people that want to actually try in this country, and gives all of us a bad name. That's what I'm talking about. This stuff is rampant in the very state you claim is a rich state.
Right now is not working.
Yeah, well,
and there needs to be a change, and that's evident.
A lot of that answer, frankly, comes from people like you when you go public. I mean, we're looking at you. We know what you look like in the hours after. You look terrific, by the way, before and after.
Thank you.
But when you go public and tell people, hey, man, we can't live like this. Let's get our house in order so that people like me don't have to suffer because of the decisions of other people that they're making for us. That's your purpose now.
I know, man. And I just hope that God leads me and is like, gives me the right words or just leads me in the direction that's for everyone's highest good. Sorry.
We wish you could.
Because, you know, I didn't expect all
hugs
this.
through the TV camera to you.
Kim, we're praying for you.
Thanks.
Hang tough. You have more people behind you than you have any idea. So many people support you.
I feel it, you guys.
I like her a lot. They of course turn the comments off, but you can use my video to drop your comments, man. Let me know what you think. Very emotional. But yeah, very unfortunate that this happened to her. And I was kind of trying to understand. I know AK Nation did a story, a live stream on this, and they were like, is she a leftist? Like, is she just like a leftist coming to an awakening here? I think we have our answer. She's on Fox News. She's talking about God. She's talking about, she's trying to not be divisive. She's not trying to just join a side, but she's was attacked. There's a problem in these liberal paradises that no one wants to talk about, and a lot of the people that are in charge of these cities want to cover up. And she just wants to live, you know. And I don't even think she wanted to be in this position, but she kind of has a calling now to speak out against these crimes against soft targets in these liberal paradises. So thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure you hit that like, hit the share, subscribe. So we'll see you on the next one. Peace.